What's up, everybody? Welcome back to RacingDudes.com. Today, I'm going to take a special look at a horse that might be the biggest favorite, if not the biggest, maybe the second biggest favorite of all the Breeders' Cup races, and that is Cave Rock, who will be pointing towards the Breeders' Cup Juvenile on Friday of the big event. So Cave Rock is coming in with a ton of hype, and it's pretty clear to see why. In 3 races so far this year, he's been absolutely flawless. A beautiful maiden special weight score at Del Mar on debut, a solid win in the run happy Del Mar Futurity at Del Mar second time out, and then maybe even an improved effort third out, which was his first time going 2 turns in the American Pharoah Stakes. He looks to stand above the rest in a big way. Cave Rock could be something very special. When I think about this horse, I think back to 2010, a horse by the name of Uncle Mo. This is really who Cave Rock reminds me of. That horse coming into the Breeders' Cup Juvenile with a ton of hype that season, came off a maiden special weight win at Saratoga and then won the Grade 1 Champagne at Belmont before absolutely dominating that Breeders' Cup Juvenile field. This horse reminds me a lot of Uncle Mo. He reminds me a lot of that type that can get out towards the front and kind of run them off their feet. Another horse that I think you could draw pretty strong comparisons to, almost exactly. What about Nyquist? This horse looks a ton like Cave Rock when you come back and look at it. Now, Nyquist had an extra race. He was 3 for 3 coming into this, but he won a maiden special weight at Santa Anita, won the Best Pal Stakes at Del Mar, won the Del Mar Futurity at Del Mar. So 2 wins at Del Mar, just like Cave Rock, and then went to Santa Anita. At that time, it was called the Front Runner Stakes, the same thing as the American Pharoah Stakes. I just changed the name. Won again. And look where he won his Breeders' Cup race, at Keeneland and the Breeders' Cup Juvenile in 2015. So that's another one. Uncle Mo, kind of the way they run, just the way they look over the track, he reminds me of that horse a little bit. And then he kind of reminds me of Nyquist, of how he's kind of built up, ran in a lot of the similar types of races. Yes, Nyquist did have one more start, but pretty similar kind of steps up the ladder. So there's a couple of horses that he really reminds me of. You can also kind of draw comparisons to Corniche, and that was the winner of this race last season for Bob Baffert. And this horse broke the maiden at Del Mar, went right to the American Pharoah Stakes and won, just like Cave Rock, and then went to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile and won. So that was his 3rd start, where Cave Rock will be making his 4th start. That is a difference, but it's kind of the same thing. They both looked pretty dominant coming in to the race. So Cave Rock looking to, keep it going. I think he's going to be a huge favorite in this race. I think he's going to be a huge favorite for the first Kentucky Derby future wagers that'll come out after this as well. He reminds me of some of the great ones, but out of the 3 I mentioned, Corniche never did anything as a 3-year-old. Uncle Mo had distance limitations, ended up being a pretty good sprinter, but to miler, I should say, but didn't live up to that hype. And of course, Nyquist, all he did was win the Kentucky Derby. So kind of the path is laid out. Let's see if Cave Rock can get it done. He certainly looks very formidable, and he's got the pedigree to get better and better as the distances get longer, which obviously is not only going to bode well for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, but also down the road. All right, guys, thanks everybody for watching this video. If you like Cave Rock, let us know, and let us know in the comments and tell us, hey, I like Cave Rock, or maybe I hate him, and I think he's going to get upset in this spot. You're definitely going to get paid if you can upset him. Hit like if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. And you want to get alerted anytime we do videos like this. And we'll see you all at the Breeders' Cup.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best betting tips and coverage for the 2022 Breeders' Cup. Our wagering guides have cashed for thousands. You cannot miss our 2022 Inside Track wagering guide to the Breeders' Cup. So hurry up and subscribe, then go to RacingDudes.com. Check out the free picks for every race, every track across the country, and the Inside Track to the Breeders' Cup wagering guide available soon.